Hey, my name is Ralph. I'm your yoga teacher. Thanks for joining. I have another class for you today. It's a 20-minute beginner's class for anyone. Honestly, it's for anyone. It's not going to be a lot of up and down movements. We're going to be seated on the ground, not too intense. And it's really good for evening, nighttime, or maybe you're just slowly getting into yoga and you want to start it off in the beginning of the day. So it's really good for any time, but specifically for that evening practice if you're looking to cool down and just ease into the evening after a long day of work. So get something comfortable on, get your mat, and we'll get started. So let's start in a seated position, cross-legged. Cross your left leg in front of your right. And if you need to place a blanket or a bolster underneath your hips to ease the hip creases as well as the knees, feel free to do that. But when you're ready, get to that cross-legged position and just bring your hands on both knees. Relax your shoulders down your back and just slowly bring the eyes closed. And I'll guide you with the breath. We'll take 5 inhales, 5 exhales. Breathing in on the inhale. Exhale through the nose. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Exhale. Keep dropping your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Breathing in. Exhale. And last one here, big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Extend it. Good, and you can slowly blink the eyes open. From this seated position, bring both hands and arms up, all the way up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your right hand behind you. Place your left hand on top of your right thigh. And just a small seated twist. Gazing over that right shoulder. Try to keep extending up through the spine. Last breath. And exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky, just as we did before. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand on top of your left knee. And your left hand comes behind you. Gazing over that left shoulder. Good, last breath. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, reach both hands out in front of you. Bring your chin toward the chest. Just go as far as you can, no need to press too deeply into it. Still warming up. And as we practice today, just continue to take note of the breath. If it's shallow, if it's mid, or if it's deeper than usual, just take note of it. Last couple breaths in this forward fold. Last inhale and exhale. Good, and slowly walk the hands back up, placing both hands onto the knees. And we're just gonna do a cat-cow. So usually when you are doing cat-cows, you are on all fours, but you can do it in a seated position as well. Place both hands on your knees. When you inhale, look up toward the sky. Press your chest forward Kind of cave your back in, drop your head back. If you can, pay attention to the neck. Exhale, press your back toward the wall behind you and curve the spine. So drop your chin toward the chest. Your arms are extended, holding onto the knees. Good. And a few more times, inhale, come back up. Look up toward the sky, chin reaches up. Exhale, press away. Inhale up. And exhale, press away. 2 more just like that. Find the breath, inhale. Exhale, reach back. Really press the back on the wall behind you. Just imagine it. Good, last one, reach up. And exhale, press away. Good, come back up to neutral. And we're just gonna switch the legs. So if your left leg was in front, you place your right, opposite side if you did the opposite one. Good, inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand, reach your left hand over toward the right side of the body, just to open up the left side from your armpit down toward that left hip. And just a basic side bend. Release your shoulders away from your ears, both of them. So you release your right shoulder away from the ear and drop your left shoulder away from the left ear. Point your gaze toward that left hand. And breathe, breathe. In and out through the nose. Last breath here. Good. Inhale, both arms back up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Right arm reaches over toward the left side. Same thing. Point your gaze up toward that right hand. Keep pressing down through your right hip, that right sit bone, the right cheek. Keep pressing down so that you can really get a stretch from that right armpit down to the right hip. And if you really want to take it a little bit further, you can really imagine your right fingertips down to the right hip, that full right side of the body stretch. Release the shoulders, release the back. Couple more breaths. Last one. Good. Inhale back up to center. Look up. Exhale, fold forward. Same thing here. See if you could go a little bit further than the first forward fold. Just take note of the difference between the right leg being in front versus the left leg being in front in this cross-legged position. And then again, if it's too much, feel free to throw a prop underneath your butt or some blocks on the outer edges of the knees. And if you ever need to come on out of it, please do. There's no competition. Listen to your body. I'm just here to guide you. A couple more breaths in this forward fold. See if you can inch the fingertips a little bit further. Dropping the chin toward the chest. Good, and slowly walk the hands back up onto the knees. Big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more, just like that. Breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Extend up through the spine. Inhale, last one. Exhale through the mouth. Good, and we'll come up to all fours. I'm no longer going to be facing you. Just come up to all fours, stack your shoulders over the wrist. Curl your toes on the mat. And we're going to do the cat-cows that we did before, but like I said, we're going to be doing it on all fours. So inhale, reach both our eyes up to the sky. Drop the stomach toward the mat. Exhale, press away. Good. And just do a few of those on your own. A few cat-cows. Inhale, look up. Exhale, press away, curl the spine. Inhale up. Exhale, press away. Good. Last one, inhale. Exhale, press away. Good. Coming back to neutral. And a little bit of spine mobility. So with your right hand, keep pressing your left hand down onto the mat. Reach your right hand up to the sky. Exhale. Reach that right arm underneath the left, coming down onto the right shoulder. And let's go back up. Inhale, reach the arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle right through. Good. Reach up. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, reach that arm through. And let's come down onto the right shoulder for just a few breaths. This is open up that right scapula, the parts of the back. Last breath. Good. Let's come back up to all fours. Both hands on the mat. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Point your gaze toward the top. Exhale, thread the needle through so your left arm is going underneath that right. And you're coming back up on the inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Good. Last one. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Come down onto that left shoulder. That right hand can stay where it's at. And let's open up that left scapula, that part of the left shoulder blade, upper back area. Let's press down onto that left shoulder. Couple more breaths. Good. Coming back up to all fours. And let's come to child's pose. So bring both knees on the outer edges of the mat. Bring your big toes together. If this is a little bit too much for you, you can always bring the knees together and just come down halfway. You don't have to come all the way down. But if you're going into child's pose fully, head there, I'll meet you, and then walk the hands forward. And again, if you need to come down to halfway, maybe you're on the forearms, maybe you're even up on your hands. It does not matter. Just open up the low back and sinking down toward the heels. And I'm going to walk the hands toward the top of the mat. Place my head on my mat in child's pose. And again, find the breath, really deepen it here. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose as well, but just extend it. And when you extend that exhale through your nose, just visualize your hips sinking further toward your heels, your body becoming softer, and then you're just falling into the mat in child's pose. Okay, so breathe in again through the nose, extend that exhale, and just fall into the mat. Release any of the tension you may have in the upper back, mid back, low back, inner growing areas, inner hip. Last breath. Good. And coming back up to all fours. Spinning all the way around to a seated position. Coming down onto the back. And Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're laying all the way down on the back. Your knees are gonna butterfly out. Press your feet together and bring both palms, both hands on the side of the body, palms facing up. And again, keep deepening that inhale and exhale. Breathe in deep, breathe in deep. Most times, a lot of us are really not breathing too deeply at all. It gets caught in the throat, it gets caught in the upper chest, which causes a little bit more anxiety, anxiousness. So when you start to work with the breath a little bit more, whether that be in a pranayama class, maybe some of your meditations, maybe even an asana class with yoga, just start to pay attention to the breath a little bit more so that you can really build that relationship with it, so you know where you're at. Maybe one day you are anxious, feeling a little bit irritable, just see where your breath is. Usually, in most cases, it is a little bit shallow. Just take note of it. There's a little bit of, some tips there for you. Last breath here. Big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Nice. Extend both legs out, away from you for Shavasana. Palms facing up, feet dropping outwards. Slight opening with the mouth. Unclench the jaw, release the eyebrows, between the eyebrows, all the way down to the chin, the shoulders. Down to the hips, the knees, the ankles. And with each exhale, just fall into the mat a little bit deeper. Take rest. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as needed. If you have some things to do, feel free to hop on out. And thanks for joining me for class today. See you all in the next one. Namaste.